Well, obviously we're very, very excited. I say it every time I'm here, so proud of these kids. I don't know how we pulled that one out, but they just fight and fight and fight and never give up. And even when it looked like we were down, they never gave up. And I think that's just the story of our team all year long, and I think it just played out in this game.
At this point, we'll open up for questions.
Coach, there were a couple stretches during that game where Sierra Barrett had some key rebounds that really kept this team in the game. Talk about her impact on this season.
Yeah, for sure. Coming in as a freshman, it's tough. You got to find your role a little bit. And coming from high school, she's used to scoring. But I think she came in. She does this all the time. It's nothing new. She comes in and gets huge rebounds for us. She comes in and gets big baskets. So it's really nothing new. But she came up big in a big game.
How are you feeling right now? All these girls have big. I see a lot of teeth. It's the last style.
I'm Karma's now over here. It's just a great feeling because I guess we think we worked very hard, and it's been since September. So just to see this hard work pay off is amazing. Like, these kids do it day in and day out, and to see to reap the benefits of that is an awesome feeling.
It was not an easy win.
No, it was not an easy win. You guys want to talk about that?
Nope.
Was it one of the hardest games you've ever played?
Yes.
Yeah.
It felt like one of the longest games.
Yes.
As well.
And when you're playing for something so big, I mean, I don't think any of us have ever been in a situation like that before, and we all want it so bad. And it could either slip away from you or you could get it, and there's no other option. For seniors, for me and Irina and Emma, well, that could be it.
Yeah.
And
Definitely not going to be our last
and this team as a whole, we don't want to part even. So it's like, yeah, the seniors might leave, but this whole team doesn't want to part. So that's why it's a hard game. And it was long.
Coach, you were down 11 in the first half, I think 6 late in the game. Then they scored the first 4 in overtime. It seemed like you were kept. I mean, how did they keep their focus and not?
Well, I think if you followed us all year long, we do that a lot. We've been down 10-2. We've been down 15-2. We've been down 15-0. And I think we've just learned to fight. Never give up. Even when we get down, they keep their composure. And I think early in the season, maybe we wouldn't have. But I think we faced a ton of adversity, and we've learned just to keep pushing on and just keep moving and don't put your head down and you just fight. And obviously it worked out for us.
Jess, your final possession, 95% of the coaches in America are going to call a timeout in that situation. You just let them play. Is there a particular reason? Or is it everybody knew that you were going to give the ball to Miki and have her drive?
Well, the thing is, I called a couple timeouts and set up plays, and they didn't work anyways. So I figured maybe if we just caught them off guard and just try to make a play out of it. Sometimes we're better just playing. In our practices, we practice defense a whole lot, so our offense gets to just play. And I think, obviously she just made a play.
All right, you being a 4-year senior, you look at where the program was your freshman year to now. Talk about how fulfilling this past season has been for you.
Oh my goodness. This is by far my favorite year that I've been here for 4 years. My favorite year. We've been through a lot this year. It's probably been one of the toughest years for us, and it's brought us so much closer, and we worked so hard, like Coach said, from August, and we're very deserving of this, and we want to keep going.
Kaitlynn, how excited were you when you realized you did not foul out? You walked towards the media table and you had this smile on your face and you looked up at your family and you just kind of...
Yeah, I put my hands on my head. I thought that was it for the game, and my teammates, they came up to me, they said, we got you, and next thing you know, I'm running down the court. Someone was looking out, and I believe that, and that's why we won this game.
Did you foul the girl?
I did. And I can say that Miki did it, but hey, that's the game. That happens throughout it. It just happened to be my lucky call at the end of the game, and you just have to take it as it is. It could have went either way, but I'm just blessed that I didn't foul out.
You each made a huge shot at the end. Let's ask each of you real quick. Kaitlynn, you made the 3-pointer and gave you the 68-67 lead. You want to talk about that real quick? I guess it was I think Miki drove and gave it to you. You remember that play?
Yeah. I mean, it felt good in my hands throughout the night, and when I don't have time to think in a big time like that, you hit it. Like, I mean, sometimes you don't, sometimes you do, but she was driving at me, I knew that was my shot. I just had confidence that it was going in.
Then Irina, I think you maybe missed with your rebound. Is that what happened when they came back and had the lead? Your basket gave you 1 point lead near the end there.
Yeah, just like Broughton said, like I felt confident with the ball. Like I felt confident we were losing this game. Like I put it all out there.
Miki, the last when you kind of gave them 3 point, they sort of sealed it. Is that your play just clear out for you, or?
Well, I think everyone in Pennsylvania knows I'm going to go left. And that's just, I've been doing that, and so I did it and got the lefty roll.
Is that just a spin? I know so many times that ball, it doesn't look as fun, but it spins in.
I don't know, it's the magic of Hamer.
Did you have to put that under somebody's arm?
I don't remember.
Okay,
Don't encourage
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
because
you
I
were-
hate when she does that. Do not encourage that shot.
It was nice.
What, was that one of those where you were saying no, no,
No, I
no?
want her to shoot it. Don't encourage these loopy shots.
I know.
You practice them.
Yeah.
Touching on that, Coach Sino, Irina's layup shots sometimes are rather unorthodox, but they're effective. So talk about that for a second.
Yeah, and I think it surprises everybody but our team, because everyone in the stands, kind of has a strange look on their face. But she does it every day. That's how she shoots layups. Even when she shoots layups with no one on her, that's how she shoots them. So you kind of just take it for what it is. That's what she practices. I tell them if they practice a shot, they can shoot it, whatever it is. So it works. I mean, especially this year, she's going to the basket really, really hard in finishing. So whatever works for her, as long as it goes to the basket, I don't really care.
Jess, I assume that everybody knew Simmons was going to take the last shot. Was that?
Yeah.
Telling him,
She was
don't
a
let her
little
get the
too
ball
open
or
for
what?
that. It was not so much don't let her get the ball as once she gets it, defend her. We didn't want to give up a three, which we did, but just talk a whole bunch, switch everything like we always do. If they get it inside the paint, let it go, let them shoot a layup. But she obviously got one off.
What was the difference in the second half and the overtime as opposed to maybe the first 10 minutes of the game?
I don't know if it was a little bit of nervousness or we couldn't put the ball in the basket, but like I said, that happens a lot to us. And we have to rely on our defense a lot to get us back in games or, just to kind of claw away at leads that the opponents have. So, I don't know if there was really a difference. I guess we made a couple more shots. We didn't shoot very well at all, but, I think it was just about getting stops when we had to. And I've been saying it for the whole tournament. These kids just have been making plays, whether it's defensively or drawing a foul or making a basket. It's just pretty much been whatever needs to be done. Someone steps up and does it.
The play that we were talking about where Kaitlynn, we thought, drew the 5th foul, but Sierra in thinking that she had fouled.
Oh yeah, I definitely thought she was done.
Okay.
I thought she was done too. And I put Sierra right back. That's all.
Kaitlynn, you said somebody was looking out for you. Can you talk about what Shanice would have thought about what you did tonight?
She was my hype man, so anytime in practice, like, we would just be doing a simple drill, and it could be 15 minutes into practice, I'd run down the sideline, she would work the clock, and she would stick her arm out and high-five me. And 15 minutes into practice, everybody's like, why are you guys getting hyped? Like, she was the one that hyped me up. Like, she was my big man, and I was like her little one. And we never really talked about it, but it was kind of like an unspoken bond we had. So that unspoken bond is just carrying on. So she's with me, and she is the hype man. It's coming out at me, but she's there. That's why it's happening.
She's part of this.
She is it.
For sure.
She is almost all of it. I mean, we're here for trying to perform, but if it wasn't for her, I don't even think we would be nearly close to where we're at.
What's it going to mean for you to go to Sioux Falls and take her with you?
Everything. It's going to mean everything because, we're still every single day trying to get some normalcy back in, and it's never going to be the same. And when basketball can bring someone together and bring joy and happiness into these girls' lives, and some people are doing better than others, and then when you can see everybody on the same page for 40 minutes of a game, it's very special, and then that can carry on with the rest of their lives, and that can help them move on to maybe where they need to get to, and just show the faith that she's here.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Coach, you've been an assistant coach on a couple of Elite Eight teams here at Cal. So is that experience help you really impart upon the girls as to what they can expect when they get to that level?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's the best 8 teams in the country, so we know whoever we play, it's going to be a tough game. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to work really, really hard, and we're going to be prepared and just go out and try our best. I mean, at this point, whatever happens, happens. You know, I mean, we want to obviously go as far as we possibly can, but, you know, we know it's going to be tough. We're just going to try our best.
One final question.
Coach Strom, we just got news today about, I know it's very difficult to talk about, but that sickle cell was part of the problem.
Right.
I mean, as a coach, and I know that, you know, this team and every NCAA team does what they can. Is there any lesson or any new focus you put on just trying to be aware of any kind of medical condition that?
Yeah, and you know, the thing was, we had shoot around this morning, and I found out this morning, and I wanted to be the first to tell him. So after our shoot around, we talked about it a little bit, and we had our athletic trainer talk about it a little bit. But I really believe it was one of those things that she was tested for that here, you know, and she knew she had it, and it was one of those things that, I mean, I don't know the chances, but I know they're very slim to cause sudden death like that, you know, and I think it hurts us, but I think it teaches us too that we got to take each day as a gift, you know. I mean, we've learned as a group that you're not promised tomorrow, and as hard as it is to deal with, because that was a part of our family, we're going to take that lesson with us forever now.
And lastly, she's just part of your celebration tonight. You guys are celebrating. You have to be happy. You have to end, you know.
Oh, it's so bittersweet because, you know, they talk about after every game they put up their 44s, and everything we do, we talk about her, and she's there, and she's never forgotten. You know, she's still with us, and it's still kind of surreal. You know, I'm an adult, and it's still that way for me. So I know for these young adults, you know, it's hard. It's every day. It's up and down, but you got to believe that she's here. And I believe if she was here, she'd be kissing me on my forehead right now and making fun of these 3 for crying. Absolutely. So she's with us. Yep.
All right, thank you very much, Coach.